Good morning, this is Sherry with Studio 28E. How are you all this morning? I'm here to show you my latest digital kit. I'm calling it Miss Emma, I'm sorry. Most of the graphics I got from the Graphics Fairy or public domain. Some of the linens were my own that I had scanned in and created digitals with. And so let's get started. This is a 25-page kit. And there's three different versions for the cover, so you can pick and choose which one you'd like to use. There's 4 pages of ephemera, and the rest is just journal pages. Now, some of mine's printed on cream colored cardstock, so it might throw the colors off a little bit. But if you use a cardstock with a texture, like say linen or classic lead, it'll give you more of a book cover finish, you know, because it's got texture to it. You probably can't see any other texture on here, but this is the first cover. This is the way it was on the Graphics Fairy. So if you fold it and you want to use the spine, it's going to probably be about maybe a traveler's notebook size, which is fine. But then you'll have to cut down your pages. And I took that same cover and I took the spine out and then I spliced it together. So what you would do is, I'll show you the next one. They're all kind of turquoise based. You know, they have turquoises and grays. This one's a little more of a bluish. And this one I spliced, and you can cut it in half, just like this one. And then here's the spine. The spine, we've added 1/4 of an inch to the sides, and you would fold these over and adhere them to each side of the spine, inside or outside, that it doesn't matter. Put it on the outside, it tends to look more like a book cover, but that's up to you. And this is on a page with some ephemera, which is also on cardstock because I wanted this on cardstock, and these are fussy cut images. And that was when my printer started acting up because there's lines in these things. I don't know. Thought I was going to have a heart attack. Anyway, here's the same page printed on paper. And the lines are not in the butterflies and on the bird there. Well, on the bird it gives it interesting texture. So here's one of the pages. This is from the hotel in Venice. This is using one of the large sheets, the images that have the blue swirls on it, and I covered it with a coffee dyed image and screened it out so you could see the lines, but you could still see the pattern behind it. And I added some blue feathers. And here's Emma. Silhouette of Emma, and this was from the kit, and I added that to the bottom. And that's just a page with album. You can cut it out and use it as a cover for your journal, or do whatever you'd like with it. Here's another page. This is from another digital kit, and on the back side of this, it's that blue that looks kind of like wallpaper, and that's Emma and the coral roses that are in it. The kit has corals, blues, and turquoises mostly. Here's the inside page of the novel, and I put the rose behind it. And here's that hat page. Here's one of my crocheted images that I created with my own linens. This is a map from the kit that I screened down, and then I put the writing sheet over it, screened that down too, so the map is still visible, but you can write on it, and it's got some blue jays. This is the second time filming this. The first time it went on slow-mo and I couldn't figure out what was going on. This is one of the pages, and I added a torn corner on there. You can square it off, or you can, you know, rip this off here, make it look like it's really torn. This is another page from a different Graphics Fairy kit, and here's some sheet music. And it's got some writing on it, and this is from my own, the corners are my own linens that I scanned in. They're coral and cream color, and I put the roses behind that. Here's the same page with the torn corner, and I put roses, the coral roses in the corners. Here's that map of London. And here's poem about Emma. This is a Greek page that came from the Graphics Fairies kit. I enlarged it and then I put the writing lines over the top of it. Here's a collage I created using several images. Looks like it's supposed to resemble her desktop with a pen, ink, well, and different items. Here's the blue page that I was saying that I used as a background on some of the other images. This is one of my, excuse me, linens. I scanned and created a page. Here's another collage, but this is just with different images from the kit that I layered on top of each other. The page that had that blue background, and I put the writing sheet over it and added some butterflies, some birds, or a bird, and some feathers. The page of ephemera. This is a scanned image of a cross stitch. I don't know if you can tell that it's cross stitched in the picture. That's part of my linen collection. This was from a pillowcase edge. There's that doily, and then these are from the Graphics Fairies. This was the Emma, and I added a frame to it. And these are from my personal stash scans that I did of some doilies. And here's a scanned hanky with some sunflowers, I guess you call them, and a belly band or whatever you'd like to use that for. Using my linens, and I made some corner tucks. Here's the hem of one of the blue linens I have, and there's an envelope. And here's the last page, and it has several tags and some little pieces of ephemera, birds, and the fussy cut out with the rose. And this I thought could be made into a book. This was part of the Emma kit, but I took out the printing here so you could put whatever you wanted in there. And I thought it would make a nice little hidden journal. Well, it's available on my Etsy shop right now. I just listed it yesterday. And like I said, she's 25 pages. You've got 3 different versions of the cover. And all the colors go well together. It's corals, blues, turquoises, and pinks. Well, thank you for watching. If you're not a member of the Studio 28E Facebook group, please join us, Studio 28E Journal Creations. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it if you did subscribe. And if you'd like to purchase this kit, head on over to Etsy and visit my store. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.